Okay, let's dive right into this explainer because July 2026 is shaping up to be an absolutely unprecedented, massive month for free gaming. Whether you're playing on a console, a high-end PC, or just via cloud streaming, we're seeing the industry enter this wild phase of aggressive generosity. There is literally an incredible amount of top-tier content just waiting for you to claim it.
And to put that into perspective, we're looking at over $300 worth of free games available this month across all platforms, and you won't be spending a single dime. $300! We're talking about everything from massive AAA blockbusters that used to command a full $70 price tag, all the way down to those cult classic indie darlings you've probably been meaning to try out for years. So, the real question isn't whether you should claim these games, it's how you're going to prioritize your time and storage space.
Here's a quick glance at our roadmap for July. We've got Epic Games' weekly free rotation, a delayed PlayStation Plus drop coming on July 7th, GOG offering The Witcher permanently, and Halo making absolute history on PlayStation.
Let's start things off with Section 1, Console Heavy Hitters.
Now, this first one is a total seismic shift for Microsoft's multi-platform strategy. They are dropping a ground-up Unreal Engine 5 remake of the 2001 classic directly onto the PlayStation 5, alongside Xbox and PC. And look, this isn't just some simple HD remaster. The development team literally rebuilt Halo Combat Evolved from scratch. They're bringing back space combat mechanics we haven't seen since Halo Reach, and the whole thing runs at native 4K resolution with ray tracing. It's a truly massive moment for gaming history.
You're definitely going to want to mark your calendars for this. This $50 standalone remake is completely free on day one for Game Pass Ultimate and PC Game Pass subscribers. If you're eager to jump in, early access actually kicks off on July 23rd, right before the official multi-platform launch on the 28th. Oh, and it comes packed with 3 brand new missions under the Operation Meteorite banner, which is a prequel story with Master Chief and Sergeant Johnson, plus full 4-player online co-op. Microsoft is also throwing in at least 12 Day 1 indie titles to Game Pass starting July 15th.
So, with Microsoft's dropping such a heavy hitter, you might be wondering what exactly is Sony's response. Normally, their PlayStation Plus Essential announcement happens on the final Wednesday of the preceding month. But, well, due to some scheduling adjustments, the reveal has mysteriously been pushed back to July 7th. While we wait for the official word, the community prediction, which is actually backed by industry analysts, is that Rise of the Ronin is coming to PS Plus. That's a $70 open-world samurai action RPG from Team Ninja, set in 19th century Japan with a super deep combat system. But hey, quick, urgent reminder, before the new lineup drops, make absolutely sure you claim the current games like Grounded Fully Yoked Edition and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, because once July 7th hits, they vanish forever.
Moving right along to Section 2, PC Treasures and Permanent Keeps.
Just look at the Epic Games Store's aggressive strategy right now. From July 2nd to the 9th, they're pairing 2 wildly different experiences. On one hand, you get River City Girls 2. It's a phenomenal $40 modern co-op brawler with gorgeous pixel art and surprisingly deep combat. Then, on the completely opposite end of the spectrum, we plunge into I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. This is a 1995 narrative classic based on Harlan Ellison's devastating short story. It's an intense psychological horror game that tackles suffering and morality without pulling any punches.
The beauty of the Epic Games Store is that you don't even need a subscription. Once you claim these titles, they are permanently added to your library. You own them forever. But here is a critical tip. Set a recurring calendar reminder on your phone. Epic refreshes these free games every single Thursday at exactly 8 a.m. Pacific time, and you really don't want to miss those narrow drop windows.
And the loot just keeps coming. Over on GOG, CD Projekt Red is permanently gifting The Witcher Enhanced Edition, the game that literally founded the beloved franchise. It's yours to keep. Meanwhile, Amazon Luna is dropping Hollow Knight Void Heart Edition and the Tomb Raider Remastered Trilogy for Prime members. Plus, Steam is rolling out highly rated free-to-play titles all month long. It's just massive.
Okay, let's get into Section 3, the economics of free games. You really have to stop and ask yourself, why? Why are these massive tech giants willingly eating incredible development and licensing costs instead of charging you $70 at retail? I mean, it's certainly not just out of the goodness of their hearts, right? Well, what we're seeing is an all-out strategic ecosystem war for your attention and your loyalty. On one side, Epic Games is literally spending over $500 million acquiring free game rights because they desperately want to break Steam's market dominance. And on the other side, Microsoft is conditioning us to view Game Pass as a mandatory monthly utility. By dropping massive day-one releases like Halo, they're basically building the Netflix of gaming and trying to prove that buying individual full-price games is a thing of the past. When you break down the sheer return on investment here, the numbers are wild. For a $17 monthly cost on Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you're getting over $150 in value this month alone, thanks to Halo and a dozen indies. Meanwhile, the Epic Game Store is handing over $50 in value for literally $0 a month. It is just a fantastic time to be a player, no matter what your budget is.
And you know what? That strategy is working flawlessly for Epic. They've driven a staggering 280 million registered users to the Epic Games Store. What's even more mind-blowing is that 75% of those users have claimed at least one free title. It just goes to show that free games are the absolute ultimate tool for acquiring users in today's market. Finally, let's wrap up with Section 4, Top Picks and Pro Tips. So how do you handle this massive drop without completely filling up your hard drive? First, like I mentioned, set those calendar reminders for Thursdays on Epic and Tuesdays for PS Plus. Second, and this is crucial, claim everything immediately to lock the license to your account, but only download the game files you actually plan to play this week. Avoid that storage bloat. And finally, make sure you're using the Home Xbox feature or PlayStation's game sharing to maximize the value for everyone in your household. If your time is super limited and you just want the best of the best, our editorial team curated this top 5 list. Halo is basically a masterclass in modern remakes, so that's number 1. River City Girls 2 is unmatched for local co-op fun. You absolutely need The Witcher for a vital piece of RPG history. Hollow Knight is 50+ hours of pure masterpiece-level design. And I Have No Mouth rounds it out for anyone who wants an unforgettable, narrative-heavy experience. There's a great quote here from Commander Majid that really hits the nail on the head. He asks if these subscriptions are worth it, and the answer really depends on you. If you're a casual player tackling maybe 2 or 3 games a month, you can totally just feast on Epic and GOG for free. But if you're a hardcore gamer, investing in Xbox Game Pass this month for that huge catalog and day one access to Halo is absolutely essential. It completely justifies the investment. We are truly in a golden age of free gaming content right now. But with these platform holders absorbing millions in costs to build out their massive ecosystems, you really have to wonder, how long can this level of aggressive generosity actually last before the bubble bursts? So take advantage of the $300 value while you can, and let us know, which free game are you going to conquer first?